A massive federal civil rights lawsuit has been filed against the Oconto Falls Board of Education. 3 former students are suing the school board, claiming they were groomed and sexually abused at Oconto Falls High School by teachers and coaches. Taylor Zebel has been digging into the documents. She's live in the studio. Taylor.
Jason, what you're looking at here is a chart summary of the alleged pattern of teacher-student grooming, sexual misconduct, and sexual abuse at Oconto Falls High School that the 3 plaintiffs discovered in 2025. It includes the alleged victims' initials, what happened, and in some cases, the teacher or staff member accused of misconduct. The earliest case mentioned in the lawsuit dates back 20 years. The attorney representing the former students claims there are at least 14 known victims from 2005 to 2025. The lawsuit lists at least 9 teachers and staff members who are accused of engaging in sexual abuse, grooming, or misconduct with other students. And the attorney says they are made aware that some of those teachers are still employed. It is important to note the overall point of this lawsuit is to focus on the institutional problem and fix it.
But this case is not just about the individual abusers. It's about a school district that allowed these activities to go on, even though there was multiple years of reporting and the warning signs, and yet they failed to act.
The district responding to the lawsuit saying in part, quote, "The district is confident that its past actions in its response to plaintiffs' demands have satisfied its duty to keep its students and schools safe. By working with law enforcement, the district has addressed each of these situations," end quote. So the big question remains, why speak up and file this lawsuit now after these reports of abuse have been going back for the last 20 years? We will have that answer for you tonight on Action 2 News at 5. Jason, back to you.